Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic time. And just a warning, you might not be interested in this video because it's going to be one big rant. That's it, just ranting. You know that I like to rant. If you watch my videos, I like to rant a lot and I get off track. So yeah, if you don't like ranting or if you don't feel like it, just close it right now. Anyway, what I wanted to talk about is game launchers. I've talked about this a while ago in some of my live streams and some of my gameplay videos, and I still remember the day when I was much younger and I got a new computer and it came with Half-Life 2. I was really excited about that because I loved Half-Life 1, and yeah, you know, that came with I think it was a DVD and a box, of course, Half-Life 2. And it was bundled with the PC because, you know, the PC was supposed to be really powerful and that was the showcase game. So I was just elated. I was like, let's install this. And I was really confused because I had to install this weird thing called Steam. And I had no idea what that was. Now remember, that was sort of the dark ages. Internet obviously was around already quite a while, but I wasn't really acquainted with any of these online game stores or launchers. And back then, right at the beginning, Steam was a very, very basic thing. So anyway, I installed this thing, and yada yada, the rest is history. But now, many, many years later, I'm starting to really get horribly annoyed with the amount of launchers out there, with the amount of basically online stores that demand that they are open when you're playing games, for obvious reasons, because they work as DRMs. So not like in the olden days when you got a CD or a DVD and you had to put in a serial key. You put it in, you installed it, you put in the serial key, and that was that. You launched the damn game whenever you wanted, and that was not that. Now, usually, you have to launch either Steam or whatever else, and a lot of the times, for the very first time you play a game, you have to actually have internet connection. Now, for me and most other people, that's not really a problem, but a lot of people I've read have problems because they either work in remote locations or live in remote locations with very bad internet, and for them it's just a problem. You cannot play a game that you bought because you need an internet connection. Don't let me even get started on games that require a constant internet connection. That's the biggest ridiculousness ever, unless of course it's some kind of an online MMORPG or something. For example, if you've seen my preview of Little Imps, a dungeon builder, that horrendous free-to-play made into a non-free-to-play but with all free-to-play mechanics game, that was just horrible. Well, I also found out that it does require a constant online connection, so that's like, no, Anyway, back to the online stores. So how many stores are there? A lot. I've got Steam installed. There's also GOG Galaxy, which I haven't touched because I just thought, I'm not gonna do this. I just want to download the damn games without a client. I've heard that it's fairly good and light, but, I don't want another one. I believe HIO is another one. Then you've got Origin from EA. You've got the Windows Store, but I guess that just comes bundled with Windows, even though I've never touched it on my computer. You've got Battle.net for all the Blizzard Activision games. You've got the Bethesda launcher, of course. You've got Uplay, which I'm not touching with a 10-foot pole, and others. It just goes on and on and on. Now, don't get me wrong. Competitiveness is good in a market like this. If there's several stores and they compete in prices, that's only good for the consumer, right? So if there was only Steam, they could sell any game for, 60 euros, 70 euros, whatever. Even though I believe that the publishers do select the price. But anyway, if the stores would compete more with prices and sales, that would only be good for us. But the reason I wanted to record this impromptu rant was because I read the news just recently, well, actually just like half an hour ago, about Metro Exodus. I love the Metro games. I played both the first one, and 2030 or something, and The Last Light, and I loved them. I love the Stalker series. I love this whole post-apocalyptic idea, in Russia and all the settings and stuff. And I was really looking forward to Metro Exodus, even though I was a little bit disappointed that they decided to make it on the overworld instead of underground in the tunnels. But anyway, it's probably going to be a good game. However, now they've said, the publisher have said, and I think that the developer is not too happy about this, is that the game will be a Epic Store exclusive. Now, Epic Store is another store, another online launcher I forgot to mention. I believe it's owned by the people that created Fortnite, and of course, because they got millions and millions of monies now from that game, they are making their own, well, they've had it for a while, but they've made their own online Steam-like store, which I believe is pretty sparse at the moment as far as games go. But it seems that they want to make it more popular by having exclusives on there. So they're having some sort of a deal with the publishers to make the games exclusively be sold on their platforms. And it's just stupid. It's stupid. I understand the whole idea about exclusives. Let's leave consoles out of this. I don't really care about that. But for us, for consumers, exclusiveness is stupid, especially when it comes to PC gaming, where you don't really have to rely on one single store because your PC is not made by that company, like the PlayStation Store for the PlayStations. So the fact that this is now going to be an exclusive on Epic's store is just ridiculous. And not only that, this is the best thing. This is the best thing. What I read here on Eurogamer was that Epic have said that because their percent of revenue when you sell games on Steam, for example, I believe Steam takes 30% of your price. And Epic Store only takes like 11 or 12%. Now, because they take so much less, they said that they will be good Samaritans and they will pass the savings on to gamers. So Metro Exodus will now sell for a meager $49.99, so $50 in North America, when purchased from the Epic Games Store, and €59.99 in most European countries. Oh my god, this is brilliant. So it's $50 in North America and €60. Let's just do a little bit of a conversion here. Yes, I know that in the US prices are always lower. Oh good. Are always lower because because the taxes are not usually applied to the prices. But okay, so $50 is 43.7 euros right now at this moment. So you're saying to me that in order to pass on the savings, it now costs 60 euros versus 43, as you would pay if you were to buy it in North America. Not only that, but you'll be tied to the Epic Store launcher, so yet another launcher. This is amazing. I love it. So, let's pretend that the 43.7 euros, let's take that and let's pretend that we add the value added tax, right? So, I believe that in most cases that's about, I don't know, what is it, 22%? Something like that, okay? So that's about 9.5. So even if you put those together, it's 53 euros. 53 euros. So where's the 60 euros coming from? Oh, I see. It's to pass the savings on to gamers. I see. Oh, they're so nice to us. Anyway, enough of the rant about that. That's ridiculous. I'm not buying Metro Exodus now. I'm just, I'm gonna vote with my wallet. But with my wallet. Yes, I am voting with my wallet. Now, okay, I don't have anything against the Epic Store. I just don't intend to use it because I don't want 1,001 bloody online stores on my goddamn PC. Oh, this is gonna get demonetized. And, but what I do mind is the exclusivity. What is with this, stupidness? Not to mention that Metro Exodus is going to come out very, very soon. In fact, what is the release date? I don't know. What is the release date? It says the 15th of February. So that's half a month. Half a month for the release of Metro Exodus. Now, because there's quite a bit of a fallout on the Steam forums as well as elsewhere about it, a lot of people are saying, oh, I'm going to pirate the game now. I don't care about you, blah, 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 and lots of nice stuff. Well, I have a feeling that they're going to... I don't know. I mean, if they've signed an exclusivity clause with Epic Store, I don't know how they can backtrack from this, but this is seriously going to impact them. And also, yeah, even less interested in the Epic Store now, considering they're doing stuff like this. Yeah, sure, have Metro Exodus on the Epic Store as well. Have it for less money to entice people, but don't you dare put bloody exclusivity things on everything. This is just ridiculous. Why are we doing this? So now everyone will have exclusives. I already have to have Battle.net if I want to play StarCraft 2 or any of the other Blizzard games. I have to have, I don't know, I would have to install Origin if I wanted to play some of their exclusives. But okay, they are the publishers and they own the stores. I guess I can sort of understand that. I'm just not gonna buy it. Whatever happened to those days when you just bought the damn box, took out the DVD or the CD or even floppy disks or whatever, you put in the serial, you waited like 20 minutes for it to install because, you wanted to install the monster install, which is like 500 megabytes. Oh my god, takes like half of my disk away. And then you just played the game. Didn't need to log in, you didn't need to have verification and all that stuff, and it certainly wasn't a damn exclusive. Yes, the Epic Store exclusive is only going to last for a year, but I have a sneaking suspicion that a lot of the people seem to be going the piratey way, so it's gonna be yo-ho-ho for a year and then nobody's gonna be interested. Yeah, this is a big mistake. Big mistake. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my little rant, which has been going on for 13 minutes almost now. Like I said, I like to rant, and some of the stuff really is a pet peeve of mine. One of the things, well, you've guessed it, the online launchers. Anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic time, and I still hope you will do after this. It's a shame I won't be playing Metro Exodus. Was quite interested, now not as interested anymore. But, there's a lot of other great games coming out this year, like MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, Phoenix Point from Julian Gollop. We've got, other stuff. Cyberpunk 2077. I hope it's gonna be 2019. Anyway, have a good one, everyone, and I'll see you in a video or two. Bye-bye.